So Elon Musk has released the second set of Twitter files. Now, there is a caveat to that, and I'll give it to you here in just a second. But gave them to Barry Weiss. And Barry Weiss, formerly with the New York Times, and not a conservative, but not somebody who is crazy either, decided to, she was given the files, and she outlined it pretty well on Twitter. 1, new Twitter files investigation reveals that teams of Twitter employees built blacklists, prevented disfavored tweets from trending, and actively limited the visibility of entire accounts or even trending topics, all in secret without informing users. So in other words, everything that we said that was going on was going on. Twitter once had a mission to give everyone the power to create and share ideas and information instantly without barriers. Along the way, barriers nevertheless were erected. 3, take, for example, Stanford's Dr. J, I can't pronounce his name, who argued, Bhattacharya? Bhattacharya, who argued that COVID lockdowns would harm children. Twitter secretly placed him on a trends blacklist, which prevented his tweets from trending. 4,
we should point out, she's posting the screenshots of this. Like, you can see on his account, it says trends blacklist. Like, they have these little recent abuse strike count, and then trends blacklist. This is something that they denied doing over and over and over again.
They not only denied it, the media covered up for it, but this, as the media is now telling us, is old news.
Oh.
This is old news.
I guess in a way.
Or consider the popular right-wing talk show host Dan Bongino, who at one point was slapped with a search blacklist. So you couldn't search him. Twitter set the account of conservative activist Charlie Kirk to do not amplify. And again, all the screenshots are there. Twitter denied that it does such things. In 2018, Twitter's head of legal policy and trust and the head of product said, "We don't shadow ban, and we certainly don't shadow ban based on political viewpoints or ideology." Looks like they were lying. What many people call shadow banning, Twitter executives employees call visibility filtering.
Not Orwellian at all.
No. Think about visibility filtering, Barry Rice writes, as a way for us to suppress what people see to different levels. It's a very powerful tool. This is one senior Twitter employee. VF refers to Twitter's control over visibility. It used VF to block searches of individual users, to limit the scope of a particular tweet's discoverability, to block select users' posts from ever appearing on trending page, and from inclusion in hashtag searches, all without the user's knowledge. We control visibility quite a bit, and we control the amplification of your content quite a bit, and normal people do not know how much we do, one Twitter engineer told us. The group that decided whether to limit the reach of certain users was the Strategic Response Team or the Global Escalation Team. They often handled up to 200 cases a day, but there existed a level beyond official ticketing, beyond the rank and file moderators following the company's policy on paper, and that is the site integrity policy and policy escalation support. This secret group, head of legal, policy, and trust, and global head of trust and safety, subsequent CEOs Jack Dorsey and Parag, whatever his name is, and others. Barry Weiss said, "This is the biggest, most politically sensitive decisions that were made. Think higher follower account, controversial." Another Twitter employee told us for these, there would be no ticketing or anything.
So they did not want the rest of the company even knowing they were doing this. They wanted this to be kind of their own little pathway to censorship.
And let's just remember when Jack got on to Hannity and he was like, "We don't do any of this."
Yeah,
I can promise you, we don't do it.
To be fair to Jack himself, some of these files are showing that he wasn't even consulted on this stuff. Like they were other levels of employees doing it. It wasn't necessarily going to him.
Yeah.
He seems to be an Elon Musk supporter, by the way.
Jack. Yeah, I know he does. So I know he is. And Elon supports Jack.
He seems to be. It seems to be the culture was the big problem.
This is what I said about Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg is either completely out of the loop and has no idea what's happening in his own company, or he's a fantastic liar. And I'm not sure what it is. I mean, I don't think he's a fantastic liar, but I'm not sure. It's like Jack. I'm not sure if he really knows what's going on in his own company, if you believe the Jack story. The account, let's see here. Where was I?
I think you're on 16.
Oh, I'm in 16. One of the accounts that rose to this level of scrutiny was Libs of TikTok, an account that was on the Trends blacklist. And it was designated as do not take action on user without consulting with the higher group. The account now boasts over 1.4 million followers, was subject to 6 suspensions in 2022 alone, 2022 alone. Each time they were blocked from posting for as long as a week. Twitter repeatedly informed the Libs of TikTok that they had been suspended for violating Twitter's policy against hateful content and conduct. But in an internal memo from October 2022, after their 7th suspension, the committee acknowledged that Libs of TikTok had not directly engaged in behavior violative of the hateful conduct policy.
That's incredible. I mean,
here it is.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the email.
They have the email, and basically they're saying they suspended her for no reason. Right. Or at least no
formal reason.
No reason that was identified in their rules.
Yeah.
They came up with a new one.
Right. The committee justified her suspensions internally by claiming her post encouraged online harassment of hospitals and medical providers. By insinuating that gender-affirming healthcare is equivalent to child abuse or grooming. Compare this to what happened when she was doxxed, the Libs of TikTok poster, November 21st, 2022. A photo of her home and address was posted in a tweet that had garnered more than 10,000 likes. When Libs of TikTok told Twitter that the address had been disseminated, she says Twitter support responded with this message. We reviewed the report content and didn't find it to be in violation of the Twitter rules. No action was taken. The docs tweet is still up.
Still.
I
wonder if Elon will take care of that one today.
I would hope. In internal Slack messages, Twitter employees spoke of using technicalities to restrict the visibility of tweets and subjects. Here's Yoel Roth, Twitter's then global head of trust and safety, in a direct message to a colleague. SI has technically spam enforcements as a way to solve, I can't read the whole thing.
Solve a problem created by safety under enforcing their policies, which again isn't a problem per se, but it keeps us from addressing the root cause of the issue, which is that our safety policies need some attention.
6 days later, direct message with an employee on health misinformation, privacy, and identity research team. Roth requested more research to support expanding non-removal policy interventions like disabling engagements and de-amplification visibility filtering.
These are all the things that were
everybody said
under the banner of shadow bans that they denied over and over.
Yep. So it just goes on, but it is more of the same. Everything that we knew.